Hey, good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Back again tonight with another video for y'all. We're going to be doing some more junk wax pack breaks, as y'all can see here. Got some nice baseball and the basketball. On the quest of finding more Michael Jordan cards from the late 80s as well, and the early 90s, as well as hopefully tonight will be the night where we find the 87 Barry Bonds rookie card. I feel like it's been a struggle to find one, and hopefully tonight will be the night that we can do it. But before we get into that, I want to give a special shout out to one of my subscribers, Mr. Blood Vessel, Gene. Thank you so much, man. Like coming home last night, finding out that I had a package from you was really just a nice surprise after a very long day at work. Being able to find out that I had a package from you, I can only imagine what was inside. And so I hope you don't mind, but I kind of broke into the package, um, you know, prior to this video. But I did want everybody to know what you sent me, and I'm really grateful for it because there's a lot of really cool stuff. I'm gonna bring it out right now. It's a nice big bag. So I've mentioned on numerous videos that I am a huge Mets fan. I grew up a Mets fan, as much of a struggle as that might have been for someone in the late 80s and the 90s when the Mets were really in their struggle period, and it's kind of carried over even to this day at various times. They were good, but they just could never reach that plateau that, they got close in 2015 in the World Series, which, as a Mets fan, that was amazing. They just couldn't get past the Royals. And honestly, I think Game One was really kind of like the deal breaker for me because the Mets had the lead going in the ninth inning, and then Familia. I can't really put the blame on him completely, but he did blow the game when Alex Gordon hit. I think it was a home run or a double, but that was just kind of like the game changer. That because they were playing in Kansas City and they had the lead, they would have had the momentum on their side going into that, winning that game, but. What can you do? But anyway, enough about that. I do want to talk about Gene, also known as Mr. Blood Vessel. He's not a content creator, as far as I know, but he has been an active subscriber of mine, which he mentioned to me that he collects vinyl records. He's a big collector, and so he sent me some really cool cards. And he knows I'm a Mets fan, and so he sent me like a huge amount of Mets cards from various years. As you can see, you got a 1978 Skip Lockwood, you have a Donruss 89 Mookie Wilson. So I want to just kind of quickly go through what he sent me here, so y'all could see. So a lot of Mookie Wilsons, Kevin McReynolds, who potentially had a future. Everybody was psyched about him. I remember Keith Hernandez, Kevin Elster, Tim Tuffle. I think he still is the third base coach. Hojo, Sid Fernandez, he was pretty good back in the day. Hall of Famer Gary Carter, Wally Bachman, who probably should have been the skipper when he had the opportunity. He was leading the AAA force for quite a while. Lenny Dykstra, David Cohn. So some really cool cards. Here's the captain, David Wright, Jay Bruce, Jose Reyes. You got Dom Smith, which this I don't know. No, this is not his rookie. But still very cool. Eduardo Nunez, Robinson Cano, Conforto, Bartolo, Big Sexy Colon, Tomas Nido. Here's a David Wright, Allen, and Ginter. That's pretty cool. Andres Jimenez, who's now with the Indians. Wilson Ramos, probably one of my favorite cards of this. I'm not a big modern collector, but I'm a huge fan. I was devastated when they didn't re-sign Wheeler, because Wheeler arguably was one of the top guys to win the Cy Young this past year. But, not to fret, we have now Max Scherzer and Jacob deGrom, probably the best 1-2 punch in baseball. Hard to argue that with two superstars. One guarantee Hall of Famer, and hopefully deGrom will restore himself back to shape without getting hurt all the time, and he'll be a Hall of Famer. Here's some commons here. John Franco, one of the more underrated closers. Ron Darling. Todd Hundley, I remember him. Jay Payton, some more kind of Dave Magadan. Here's Wally again. McDowell. It's a cool. Never heard of this guy. Jorge Toca. It must be new. Oh no, this is an older card. It looks new. I mean, that's the thing. I don't collect modern cards, so it's kind of hard for me to tell. You know what's new, what's not new. Vance Wilson. Oh man, this is great though. I love seeing. It just brings back memories for me when I see stuff like this. So Mr. Blood Vessel, this is pretty cool, man. Let me flip these around. Here's a Doc Gooden, one of my favorites growing up. So that's one stack here. Here's the other one. We got some older cards. Lee Mazzilli, his son or nephew or whatever is in the Mets system, I think, as well. Ron Darling, Keith Hernandez, 86. Here is a hologram with Lenny Dykstra, or whatever they call those. Miguel Castro. I love these stickers. Doc Gooden. Now we're getting to some like some big names, but now we're back to some commons. Orozco, Jerry Carter, Wilson. Looks like this is like the entire Mets stack from the Fleer. I forget what year this is. 88 from the Fleer 88s. So this is really awesome, man. Hojo again. Really nice care package, dude. Let's finish them off here. Just a complete awesome Mets stack. I don't know. I know that Mr. Blood Vessel, you're also we're practically neighbors. Are you Yankees or Mets? Just let me know in the comments because I'm curious if you collect Mets as well. Given the stack that we have here, Bobby Bowe, we still owe him $1 million to like 2035. Absurd. It's become an oddity. It's become just an oddity now. Gary Carter. Here's some 87s. Gary Carter. Jason Bay. Oh my God. One of the worst signings in Mets history. Oh, he was awful. I mean, and it's just we had to endure Jason Bay. He came off like an MVP year with the Red Sox. The Mets signed him, and he's just god awful for 4 years, and we had to endure it because the Wilpons just I'm not going to get into it. Curtis Granderson. But that was a terrible time to be a Mets fan. It was so tough knowing that Jason Bay was your everyday outfielder. And the guy was batting like 210 with like 10 home runs and like 50 RBIs. And he was coming off a year where he had like 35 home runs or 40 home runs or something like that. It was just absurd. I'm not going to open this stack because I think it's the entire... Is it? No, oh, I'll open it up. It looks like it's I don't know, it might be all Donruss. Yeah, Donruss 92... It looks like it's probably the entire Mets team. DJ Dozier, rated rookie. Greg Jeffries, another big name. Back in the day, he was supposed to be, the stud player, but just never turned out to be who everybody thought he was going to be. Very cool. Vince Coleman, Charlie O'Brien. So, Gene, Mr. Blood Vessel, man, thank you so much again for the awesome care package surprise. I was really blown away by your kindness. And, these sort of things are just great pick-me-ups. So I'm really, really thankful that you are subscribed to the channel and very thankful for your generosity. So this is really cool, man. I'm definitely going to be able to kind of put this in, sort these out into like kind of like a little Mets stack that, like a Mets box that I really should put together. But right now I've just been so focused on building a lot of the sets that I've been working on, so I haven't had the time to really organize by teams yet. But this is definitely an inspiration to do so. So again, thank you, Mr. Blood Vessel. Check him out if you are not familiar with his channel. He leaves a lot of comments on probably not only my channel but other YouTubers as well. So keep a lookout for him. Make sure you keep a lookout for him, and also just check out his channel and throw him a sub. So we all want to help each other out. So thank you very much, Mr. Blood Vessel. And we'll get right into the junk wax pack breaks. So, quest for Jordans continued. Quest for Bonds continues, more so than the Jordans since we picked up a lot of his cards already. It'd be kind of cool to find a 4 for 4 if we can do it. That means that if you find the same player in all 4 packs, whether it being a common or an insert, I got close with Paul O'Neill a couple weeks ago, so we'll see what we can do. But as always, we'll start with the least valuable and work our way through. So we're going to start with the 88. All right, so leading us off tonight, we got Bob Tewksbury, John McNamara, Chris Brown, Lee Mazzilli, Willie Randolph, Luis Salazar, Cardinals leaders. Flip the cards around. Jimmy Williams, Willie McGee, Jim Sundberg, Ken Daly, Sweet Lou Whitaker. That's a good one. Not a Hall of Famer, but notable name. Kevin McReynolds, Ron Karkovich, Tom Brookins. So a little slow start so far. We did get Sweet Lou, which will make Lisa happy, as she is a huge Tigers fan. We will jump into the Skybox. We got Robert Reed, underrated player. There's a Hall of Famer, first one that's come up. Karl Malone, Bill Hanslick, Jim Paxson, John Battle, Winston Garland, Mark West, Michael Thompson. Keem the Dream. That's nice. 2 for 2 with Hall of Famers. Otis Smith, Kenny Walker, Harvey Grant, Roy Hinson, Bob Thornton, and Frank Burkowski. Not bad on that pack. Getting 2 Hall of Famers there. All right, now to the 89. We found the Randy Johnson last week, so I'm trying to think who else we haven't found yet. But found the Smoltz at one point, found the Randy Johnson. Now I'm just thinking who else needs to be found. Guess we'll surprise ourselves here. Spike Owen, Greg Matthews, Jay Howell, Donnie Hill, Stan Jefferson, Donnie Baseball. Not a Hall of Famer, but good name to have. Steve Ellsworth, Jeff Treadway, Robbie Thompson. He was supposed to be a star. Never really churned out the career that everybody expected. Chet Lemon, Jerry Don Gleaton, Terry Kennedy, Tom Foley, Dave Magadan. All right. Move on to the Fleer 91. I think we found the Jordan at one point, so don't think we expect another Jordan immediately, but you never know. Gary Payton, that's pretty cool. I don't think that's his rookie. I think that's his second year. Or it might be his rookie card. Certainly looks that way. That's a nice one. Hall of Famer. Kevin Johnson, he was a star, but just never had enough to make the Hall of Fame. Got Dennis Scott, Johnny Newman, Richie Adubato. This is a good one because it does have Jordan in it. It's the All-Star Game card. It has Barkley. You got Bernard King, I think. Patrick Ewing. I can't tell who the one next to Jordan is. But you got Jordan in there. That's a good card. Vern Fleming. Stour, Larry Nance. Larry Brown. There's Dominique Wilkins All-Star card. That's a good one. Gary Grant. Rodney McRae. Don Chaney and Alvin Robertson. Robertson was a good player too. Had a good career, just not enough to get himself to the Hall of Fame. All right, do the 86. Find a second-year Roger Clemens. We did find the Kirby Puckett, I think, last week, so the Clemens would be nice. And we lead us off here with Brad Kaminsky, Mike Davis, Larry Sorensen. There's a name, Hall of Famer, Reggie Jackson. That's pretty good. Nice centering on that one, late in his career. Got Harry Spillman. Not the Bob Gibson that we all know, but it is a Bob Gibson. Ed Nunez. Here's Earl Weaver. That's a good card. John Tudor. Richard Dotson. Calvin Chapman. Tim Tolman. Mike Madden. Mariano Duncan, and Ron C. Ron C had a decent career as well. All right. Go to the Fleer 90. Oh, I'm sorry, the NBA Hoops 90. And we got ourselves another Dennis Rodman. That's pretty cool. I think we found one early on. Superstar Brad Doherty, good player. Oh, there we go. Hall of Famer Kevin McHale. That's 2 Hall of Famers. Joe Klein. Oh, this is a good one. The Sam Vincent card. Actually, who was it? It was COG Sports Cards. They were doing. They sent in a Sam Vincent for grading. And because this is an interesting card because Michael Jordan is in it, but he's wearing a rare time he was wearing a different number jersey from his 23. He was wearing number 12 here. So while Sam Vincent is not the greatest player, had a good, decent career, not a great one, it is notable for Michael Jordan's jersey number that he had here. So I'm going to put that one down. Who else we got? Keem Olajuwon All-Star card. Here's a Nick Anderson rookie. Ken Norman, Charles Davis. Oh, wow. This is a good pack. Sean Kemp's rookie card. This one's pretty off-center, but, Sean Kemp rookie card. His rookie cards have been doing pretty well. They're not worth a whole lot of money, but they do sell. Got Detlef Schrempf, good three-point shooter. Isaiah Thomas All-Star card. We're doing very well on this. Lester Connor, Winston Bennett, and Sarunas Marciulionis. Now, I always confuse whether or not this player is in the Hall of Fame, and I confuse him with other European players. So, if he's not in the Hall of Fame, then yeah. But I'm going to put him in the non-Hall of Fame pile because I don't think he is. But if he is, I apologize for getting this wrong. Always get confused with some of the European players and who is and who isn't in the Hall of Fame. But if he is, I will gladly move him into the Hall of Fame or the Superstar pile. Anyway, we're down to the more valuable packs, the 87. Hopefully we can find the bonds, so we're going to jump right into it. And for those that are unfamiliar with the bonds 87, it looks like this. So we are going to try to find that card. We start off with Gary Roenick. As a turn back the clock, Yastrzemski. Got the checklist. Mark Bailey. Chet Lemon. I think he's shown up in 2 out of the 4 packs. Mike Flanagan. Ruben Sierra. Willie Randolph. Joe Sambito. Tim Hullett. Bill Madlock. Not looking good. Don Us. Kurt Ford. Floyd Bannister. Those, they must be rare. I mean, to find them in a pack break, or, it always comes down to the last pack. And now we get to the NBA Hoops 89. We found the Jordan recently. Haven't found the All-Star card yet, so maybe tonight's the night. And we started off with Sedale 3. You got Frank Johnson, Terry Catledge, Dale Ellis. All right, that's not good news because that's usually they have 1 or 2 All-Stars, so hopefully they'll have another one. Bob Hansen, got Rick Smits, Spud Webb. I love this card. Just 5'7", slamming it home. Dennis Dembo, Quinton Daly, Wayne Cooper, Terry Cummings, Derek Smith, Kevin Edwards, Tim Perry, and Dave Corzine. So no Jordans tonight, no Bonds tonight. Well, I guess, I take that back. We found Jordans, but indirectly. Found the Jordan through the Sam Vincent. I'll just do a recap. So we got the Isaiah, Sean Kemp rookie. That's a nice one. Keem Olajuwon. Here's the Sam Vincent. This is one of the indirect Jordans. McHale, you got Rodman, Reggie Jackson, Dominique. Here's the other indirect Jordan, the All-Star card. Here's a Gary Payton rookie card. Donnie Baseball, Akeem. So Akeem showed up twice. Carmelone and Lou Whitaker. So I think probably the most valuable card in this is probably the Sam Vincent, just because of the fact that Jordan appears to be wearing a different number. You can arguably say that Kemp's is also pretty nice, but I think the Sam Vincent kind of steals the show. So before we adjourn, I want to just talk about the future stuff that's going to be happening. So let me pop that up. So tomorrow, Card Show Adventures. I'm going to the biggest baseball card show. Taking a nice stack with me to find some big name cards. Hopefully, have a nice time and record to kind of give y'all an experience to see what the show looks like. Sunday, I have some more set building that I've been working on, so we might get around to that. And then Monday, hopefully, I will receive the sportscards.com NBA Star 84 to 86 box break. So definitely bust into that if it shows up. I haven't had a chance to check the tracking, but yep, something to look forward to. If you're new to the channel, you enjoy what you see, you enjoy what's to come, definitely please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell to be kept in the loop on future videos. As you can see, there's going to be some cool stuff happening in the next couple of days, so be in the know. But I want to thank y'all for checking it out tonight, checking out the Junk Wax Pack Breaks edition. Hope y'all have a great start to your weekend and have a great Friday night. Take care.